But right now, Olamide Odekunle, why am I calling Olamide Adeyemi? Olamide Odekunle is standing by to bring us trending now.
Good morning, guys.
Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you doing today? Looking very sharp and smart.
Thank you, thank you, thank
you.
I'm going to take it away. As usual, TVC has a finger on the pulse. And if it's trending, we are definitely talking about it. Good morning, guys. For our first story today, Nigerian lawmaker Philip Agbese has filed a 1 billion naira defamation lawsuit against Tigran Gambarian, an executive at Binance, over claims that he and 2 other lawmakers demanded a $150 million bribe. Now, this lawsuit that was filed at the Federal Capital Territory High Court in Abuja yesterday accuses Gambarian of making false social media statements that allegedly damaged Agbese's reputation by linking him to corruption. I'm going to take some social media tweets. Sunday tweeted, "This might make crypto companies even more hesitant to operate in Nigeria. Could this hurt the country's digital economy?" Timothy says, "There is no smoke without a fire. In every lie, there's always an iota of truth. Maybe our lawmakers and our leaders should ask themselves why the people believe the foreigner against them, our leaders." And I'm going to take some social media commentary right now. Timo commented, "Using law to fight in a lawless country." Ostos Lee says, "He should be hiding his face in shame. In a civilized country, if you are accused, you resign immediately in shame. But here in Nigeria, they do damage control." And finally, Emperor says, "Joke's on you guys if you even think that guy would step foot into Nigeria. How can you sue someone in a Nigerian court when the person is not in Nigeria?" That is a valid point. Tigran did come out to say that the only reason why he even mentioned these Nigerian lawmakers was not to indict them, but to just tell his truth and tell his story. I don't think he'll be back in Nigeria anytime soon. In our next story, the controversial singer Habeeb Okikiola, popularly known as Portable, is officially on the run. Yes, guys, the Ogun State Police Command has declared him wanted as at yesterday for allegedly leading a violent attack on government officials who were carrying out their lawful duties. Now, according to a statement by the Ogun State Police spokesperson Omolola Odutola, Portable was armed with a firearm and backed by 9 thugs, and they allegedly assaulted officials who had simply asked for a building plan from his father. Of course, this is not the first time that Portable has clashed with the authorities, but this time the police are not taking it lightly. I'm going to take some tweets. Ragnarok says, "Ireo, no matter the amount of money you have, if you lack education and decorum, it will always show, and most times get you in trouble with the wrong people, either by the things you say or do. Portable lacks both proper education and decorum." T-Rhyme says, "This dude will go and answer his case, return eventually, and continue to be lousy. You can count on it." And Olorogun had this to say. He says, "This is a long time coming. Portable is mentally unstable and a public nuisance." And finally, Jeff says, "So there's no bounty on his head. You people are not serious." Now, my thing with Portable is this. I mean, you're coming from a hard life, the life of hard knocks, and you've been given a platform and you've been given fame, and this is what you use it to do. I'm worried that he'll end up, unfortunately, back in the same place that he started. But Veronica and Ibrahim, I'm curious, these allegations against the Nigerian lawmaker, him suing now, is it a bit redundant? I mean, this man is long gone back home to his country.
Anyway, Philip Agbese will definitely be testing the Nigerian law of defamation, because it's just a call for whether what Gabriel has said is true or not, even though he said he's only saying his own side of the story, what he experienced in Nigeria. We see what happens when he goes to court, or if anything is going to happen or fall out of that. But it's not enough for you to libel someone or scandal someone or defame someone, you know, using the umbrella word, and then you go scot-free. You need to also ask the questions, and Nigeria needs to also ask the question if there is merit in this. But if there are no merit, then there has to be consequences. For Portable, that is where he makes his own name. That is where he makes his own daily bread. But being a celebrity, being notorious for who you are doesn't give you the license or the immunity to do anything that you want to do. So I guess the Nigerian police are not taking it lightly, as you've read. If they're able to nab him, no bounty on his head, maybe the person that asked for bounty is also looking for ways like, I know where he is, so just give me the money, then I can always bring him to him. But he also has his own right to free hearing, and fair hearing. So if he's being arrested at the end of the day, they should ask questions, and if he is guilty, consequences must follow regardless of who is or whose ox.
Well, they want to give him a right to fair hearing, talking about Portable, but he's in hiding. So how can you hear him fairly if you're hiding? So he needs to come out so that we can hear his own side of the story. He says we are taking his issues, we are judging him for his character, and so we are using that against him. So change now if you know you have character issues. His sister had come out to say that he's under a spell. I mean,
ridiculous. That is absurd.
So it's absurd, but then this is who Portable is. He thrives in controversy. Right. I mean, he cannot stay 1 week without any issues. So if there is a challenge, the family should go out and deal with it spiritually, since they say he's a spell.
Unfortunately, the law does not recognize hell.
But then the leader of Z Nation needs to sit back and look at critically and look at himself if he wants to go back from where he's coming from. It's a critical matter. He needs to sit back and think. But unfortunately, Zazu or Portable is not like that. From his music, you know.
You have to be very gutsy.
To the other story, talking about the allegations leveled against members of the House of Representatives. There are 3 sides to his story. Gambrian's side, I don't know if I called his name correctly.
Gambarian.
Okay. The reps side, and the truth. So until both sides have the evidence to prove that this is being lied against, then you can make Nigerians understand that it is not the truth. Until you come out to prove that this is not the case, then we can believe whatever it is. As it is often said, just a minute, as it is often said, there is no smoke without a fire. So who started the smoke and why is it catching fire?
Absolutely.
Who's going to fan it?
Yes. Thank you guys for your insights as always.